We had a fairy tale life. High school sweethearts, married for 12 years. 2 beautiful little boys and a cute little house in the suburbs. It was May 24th, 2006. I was at the office that morning catching up on some work, waiting for Ellie's call. "Hey, hon, when are you going to be back from New York?" "Mish, I'm not coming home. I need to go away." "What do you mean, go away?" "Mish, listen, my brain is bad, and it's only getting worse. I'm doing things that are hurting you and the kids, but I can't stop myself. The voices in my head are too loud. I need to go away. I love you. Goodbye." "Wait, don't hang up." Not knowing what else to do, I called 911. "Please help me. My husband has bipolar disorder, and I think he's going to hurt himself. I don't know what to do." "Yes, I'll wait here at the office till the police come." The next hour was the longest of my entire life. My emotions were running wild, 1,000 thoughts running through my mind. Where did I go wrong? I always made sure his prescriptions were filled and that the alcohol was hidden. I was working 2 jobs and taking care of the kids and was always so exhausted. Did I miss something? What else could I have done? I had gotten him into the hospital 2 weeks earlier, but then he told them he was fine. Clearly he wasn't. Maybe when the police find him, they can get him back in there. I'm so fed up with having to cover for him all the time. He wouldn't let me tell anyone that he was sick. And now I have to go through all of this alone. I'm so scared. Finally, the police arrived. "We found your husband. I'm sorry. It's too late." Hours later, the family began to arrive as they heard the news. One of them pulled me aside and said, "What are we going to tell people?" "I don't know. Let's say it was a car accident." Car accident. I felt powerless and abandoned, as though Ellie had escaped his prison sentence, and as his accomplice, I took the fall. The secret affected my mental health. I developed anxiety, worrying that someone was going to find out the truth. My first episode of depression happened a few months later. Every day for a month, I dragged myself out of bed, drove my kids to school, went back to bed till 4 o'clock when I had to pick them up. It was pizza for dinner every night, and then early to bed for all of us. I remember one night staring up at the ceiling, feeling so empty and alone, and I said, "Ellie, if this is a fraction of what you lived through, I understand why you wanted to die." I could forgive him, but I couldn't forgive myself. I continued to lie for 10 years about his death. I was numb and on autopilot. The only thing I could feel was the hatred toward myself. Days after my 45th birthday, I stood in front of the mirror, staring at a woman I didn't recognize. She hated her job. She wouldn't leave her unhappy relationship. She betrayed herself over and over because she didn't think she deserved any better. For the first time, I felt compassion for the sad, lost woman staring back at me. I didn't want to hurt her anymore. wanted to love her. She needed me to be her friend. And I knew that I had to stop abusing myself in my own mind. No more, you're such an idiot. You're so messed up. No one will love you. And so I began to turn the negative self-talk on its head. I'm not an idiot. I've made mistakes. I'm not messed up. I'm human. And the more I did that, the more I believed the truth about it. And I became stronger and stronger. And there was one more lie that I had to expose. I remember my cheeks heating up as my finger hovered over the keyboard. And I hit post. You'd think I had just posted a nude selfie on Facebook. I felt that exposed. But my secret was out. My story was out there. And my tears began to flow. I cried for Ellie, and I cried for my babies who were now teenagers. And I cried for all of those lost years. And then the responses started coming in. Hundreds of likes and loves, me toos and thank yous, emails, comments, phone calls. And then I began crying because I was so overwhelmed with all the love that I was receiving. The responses went on for days, and so did my tears. I learned that the biggest lie was not that Ellie died in an accident. The biggest lies were that I was broken and unlovable. That our mental illness and his suicide were something to be ashamed of. And that any of it was my fault. I realized I had been holding the key to my prison cell this whole time. I just needed to know the truth to set me free.